In December 2016, hundreds of high school students from around the world gathered in Hong Kong for a global competition. These students were the top math talents from their countries, participating in one of the world's most prestigious events, the Mathematical Olympiad. Among them was a team from one of the world's most secretive and secluded countries, North Korea. 6 young men stepped forward, dressed in white dress shirts and black pants, with loyalty badges of the Kims pinned over their hearts. Among them was Jong Yul, visibly more anxious than his peers. While his teammates smiled, Jong Yul kept glancing to the side, worried about something far more important than solving equations: his freedom. Jong Yul-ri's story starts in a small town in North Korea. Jong was lucky enough to be born into a relatively well-off family, which meant he didn't face the extreme hardships many North Koreans endure. Jong's father saw potential in him and played an important role in supporting his early education. Unlike many children who are forced into hard manual labor or military training, Jong had the rare chance to focus on academics, particularly mathematics. His father would make him practice multiplication tables every single day before he could go play. These early years paid off when Jong, at just 12 years old, won a special prize in a national mathematics competition, beating much older students and catching the eye of top educational representatives. Jong's amazing understanding of numbers and equations allowed him to pursue a more focused education in mathematics. Because of his talents, he was granted access to a laptop loaded with math programs. Despite the lack of internet and frequent power outages, Jong managed to keep his laptop charged using a solar panel he built himself. Jong's mathematical skill eventually got him selected for North Korea's team at the International Mathematical Olympiad, IMO. The training process for the IMO in North Korea is intense because the country sees success in these types of international events as a matter of national pride. Jong's first trip abroad was eye-opening. Traveling to Colombia for the IMO was a rare chance, since it was his first time leaving North Korea. The trip was full of new things, from the brightly lit cities to the many cars. There were things he had never seen before. His team did great, ranking 5th worldwide. Jong himself won a silver medal, which was a big achievement, but it wasn't enough for the North Korean regime, which expected him to win gold. As Jong stood on the stage in Colombia, his mind was racing. North Korea had been pushing his training for years. But why was North Korea so interested in students like him? What did the regime gain from minds like his? These questions filled Jong's mind, adding to his anxiety as he prepared to make a decision that could change his life forever. For our friend Jong Yul, the answer became painfully clear after returning home from the 2015 Mathematical Olympiad. The state would harness his talent for numbers by giving him a job as a hacker. This filled him with dread. Working in one of the most guarded sections of the military meant that he would be cut off from society and have no freedom. Jong knew that he could only compete in the Mathematical Olympiad until he was 18 years old, which meant he could attend one more competition before being recruited. The very next year, at the 2016 Mathematical Olympiad held at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, Jong knew this was his last opportunity to get out. Since he was a competitor, he was not heavily supervised at the competition, and he was on friendly terms with the teachers who were accompanying the team. After winning another silver medal that year, Jong took his chance. He walked out of the dorm where he was staying and hailed a cab to the airport, where with the help of one of the airline workers, he found the address of the South Korean consulate. He took another taxi there and told a South Korean diplomat that he wished to defect. He then spent 70 days in Hong Kong, waiting nervously while the South Korean delegation negotiated his safe passage to Seoul. Jong is now in his early 30s and goes by a South Korean name. He studied mathematics at Seoul National University. He has still not seen his parents since he defected.